Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, January 20th, 2023. Welcome to the Good News, live at 9 on Facebook and available later on our YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment in the chat. This is a presentation of the Allen Park Presbyterian Church. Good morning, everyone. I'm Suzan Maxey. I'm an elder at APPC, and my cohort is
Kerri Van. Good morning, everyone. Happy January 20th. I am Kerri Van, and I work at the church, as you probably know, and I am the congregational care coordinator, as I am a deacon. So we hope you're all doing. Once a deacon,
always a deacon, right?
Absolutely. Same with elders. Once you're ordained, you're always ordained, which is quite the honor. And we're going to be doing that soon, aren't we?
Yes.
Good morning to all our friends who are watching. We have an exciting guest today.
Me too.
Did not have to worry about preparing whatsoever for this guest because I know and love her so well. So Sue,
you can get some secrets out of her then, eh?
Well, I already posted on Facebook who we're interviewing. So if you're in the Facebook group, you know, but I'm going to keep it mysterious for a few seconds here. Good morning to Robin Allen and Judy Martin, Amy Bowerman, Barry and Margot, Kathy Bray, and Pastor Tim. I think it's an appropriate time to wish Pastor Tim a happy 15th
anniversary
of his ordination.
Yes.
How lucky we are. How lucky we all are. Hi, Norma. Good morning. So that is an exciting day to commemorate for Pastor Tim and all people's lives that he has touched along the way, which I believe are probably many. So congratulations
for us too.
Yes. So what's going on around town, Sue?
Well, there's actually something very interesting going to happen tonight at the Elks Club, which is right up the street from the church. They're having a music bingo. You ever heard of music bingo?
I have not, but that sounds intriguing.
It does sound extremely cool, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I looked it up and it said that it's bingo with songs instead of numbers. And it is at the Allen Park Elks Lodge 2194, which is just up the street at 6601 Park. That's at 8 o'clock. And the doors open at 5 for their fish fry. So come for the dinner and stay for the fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. So got a little graphic up here, their flyer that they sent out. So yeah, if you want to have some fun tonight, go up to the Elks Club, have some fish and hang around for the music bingo and then let us know what it is.
Yes, absolutely. We love promoting local activities, that's for sure. And speaking of local activities, I'll let you talk about, since you always make the flyers and probably secured this event, I'll let you speak about the next event that's going on next week.
Okay, this is Tuesday. So Tuesday, hope you don't eat on Monday so you can really be hungry on Tuesday. And you can come out to Secret Recipes for the fundraiser for the intergenerational mission trip. Our people are going to go to Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, Pikeville, to help the Eastern Kentuckians rebuild from the devastating floods that went through there this summer. So they're having a dine-in fundraiser at Secret Recipes. You can see the flyer on the screen now. At least I hope you can.
Sue, have I even emailed this out yet? I don't think I have.
You better get on the stick there.
I'm gonna get on the stick.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll get this posted too. So sorry about that, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
Happy Friday to Patty Johnson. Great news from the Martin family. Her grandson, John Vito Martin, is breaking records for diving that you cannot believe. Yep. Congratulations. He has the pool record now. So congratulations to John and his coaches and his team and his proud grandma Judy and his whole family. I
talked to her yesterday. I could feel her pride coming through the phone.
So. Me too. She is.
So anyway, if you want one of these, you can get one of these flyers for the Secret Recipes thing at church, or you can just show your phone. So this that I have up here now, you can just show this from where we're showing it here, or where from where Kerri posts it, or wherever. So you just all you have to do is show your phone or take a flyer in, and they're open from 8 to 9. And they will honor it. So if you can go 3 times a day, 3 times that day, you get breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. So,
There you go. So thank you for supporting our mission and for supporting our youth. We appreciate it very, very much. Next week's the annual meeting. I think Pastor Tim has talked about this, but you have to be present to the sanctuary. There's a thing called a quorum, and you have to have a certain amount of people there. We need you to come to church. Oh, you should come this week too, but not excluding this Sunday, but please come on the 29th so that you can vote on the budget and any other issues, which I don't know of any. I don't know what they'll be voting on, but you'll be voting on the slate for the new elders, deacons, and trustees. So that's always a great way to support the people and the officers of our church. So see you on the 29th for sure.
yeah. Now it will be live streamed. So if you absolutely can't make it, you can watch it, you know, from the
That's
comfort of
correct.
your home. But you will not be able to vote unless you're in person.
That is correct. 100% correct. All right, I'm excited to get our guest in here. A few more quick
What else is
announcements.
happening on the 29th?
The
There's something else
29th.
happening on the 29th. That's a 5th
Uh,
Sunday, isn't it?
Oh, you're right, man. It's a 5th Sunday, which means there's only 4 times during the year that there's a 5th Sunday in a month. The deacons highlight a new mission to put the spotlight on and to support and to educate people. The one we're doing for January 29th is the Metropolitan Detroit Diaper Bank. There's a wonderful nonprofit. We are asking for adult hygiene diaper type needs. I know there have been some donations of children's diapers. They don't need those. The urgent need is just the items we have advertised. So I'll be sure to post that again and send out another email. You can help us with that mission. If not, read about the mission. Education is part of the process, right, Sue?
Yep, that's right.
Right. All right. So we thank everyone who supports our missions. Hi, Don Jones. There's our birthday girl, Ann Winslow. She's watching with us. She had a great birthday.
Happy
Maybe
birthday,
tear
Ann.
up. Yes, maybe tear up because she's such a wonderful person and everyone showed their love, and it's just great. Morning, Don. Okay, so we should probably get to our guest. I've been making this seem way more mysterious than it is. Our guest today is Amy Bowerman, who I have worked closely with for so many years, all the years that I've been at the church. I learned what to the glory of God means from 2 people, especially Barb McIntyre and Amy Bowerman. Her and I were the leaders of a contemporary worship service that took place for 5 years. We worked together. I did the liturgy. She did the all the music and the planning. We actually had to go in every Saturday and move all of the furniture in the fellowship hall for worship. So talk about dedication. If there was one word that you would put, Amy Bowerman equals dedication. So I wanted to say that before she got in here because she's super humble.
Well, sorry, I pushed the button.
No.
She heard it.
Oh, she heard it. That's
She
okay.
heard it.
All
Hi,
right.
Amy.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Amy.
Good morning, friends.
I thought, yes, I was bragging about you before you got on, but Sue pulled a fast one and brought you right in. So thank you for being our guest today. You're one of those forces that sometimes works behind the scenes and just knows how to get things done. You're just everywhere. You're just everywhere, and we'll talk about some of the things that you promote and do.
All right. Should I get started?
Yeah.
Yes, get started.
What would you like to talk about first?
Well, first and foremost, today is mostly about Kids Hope. And I have some notes in front of me. So if it sounds like I'm reading, I did a Q&A with Kiwanis last week. And so it made me actually write some things down so that I could sound like I was making sense and organized and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, we don't care if you're reading. I have a script I'm looking at too. So
Okay. So Kids Hope. Kiwanis asked some very good questions. Some of them had no idea what Kids Hope was. And our church has been doing Kids Hope for about 20 years. They've been an organization for about 27 years now. So just let me read you a little bit about the organization of Kids Hope. It's a nationwide school-based mentoring program that focuses on elementary aged children. One of the distinctive things about Kids Hope is their respect and adherence to the separation of church and state. While much of the student information is kept confidential, the mentors have a prayer partner who prays for their success in relationship building. Building caring relationships, one child, one mentor, one church, and one school. Kids Hope USA mentors use a weekly visit to build a relationship focused on the child's emotional, social, and academic needs. The mentors participate in hours of training to help prepare them in a way that helps them to best achieve success with their student. Students' names may be submitted by their teacher, principal, or social worker. Permission slips from the parents of the students are returned to school, and then the fun begins. To put it in the simplest of terms, the mentors are there as a friend with a listening ear and someone to help the student grow and succeed socially. Lots of games and activities are provided. All right, so my story with Kids Hope, I retired from teaching almost 10 years ago, although I'm back part-time, just, it's hard to give those things up.
Never give that out, right?
So I started a couple years after I retired. I was asked to be a mentor to a second grade little boy. And I said, oh yeah, sure. Okay, I can do that. So I mentored him every week for 4 years. And he was very shy. And it took a while to get the relationship going and to have him talk to me where he was comfortable. And I knew I was finally making the connection one day when he came down the hall and he saw me and he ran to me and gave me a hug. I thought, whoa, cool. So that was pretty rewarding. He was also very active. So I think when he was in 4th grade, I broke down and bought a basketball because the gym was empty during our mentoring time. He was so excited. So we would go in the gym and, those basketball hoops aren't normal size, they're a little bit shorter. So we would, throw basketballs, we play pig, we do different things, we dribble around. And he just thought that was, the best thing ever. Well, his cousin was also being mentored and he heard about what we were doing. So he made his mentor change her time when the gym was empty so that they could play basketball. And this mentor wasn't, Amy, are you serious? I got to shoot hoops with this kid. I said, well, sorry, whatever works. So then we kind of combined our times and it was fun. It was fun. Sometimes we just stood on the sideline and watched the boys play. So in 2019, there was an opening for a new director and the kids had they graduate out of the program in 5th grade. So once they complete 5th grade, then the program ends unless you want to be ambitious and maybe start a middle school program. So I thought, well, shoot, maybe that's something I could do. So, because I've been 4 years in the program, I'm like, yeah, I could be the director. So I got my mentors, I got all them trained, ready to go in the fall of 2019. You start like in October meeting with your kids. And then 2020, March, COVID hit. So everything, boom, shut down. And so the following fall, I started, and Kids Hope gave me some ideas about what to do. We did a pen pal program because you couldn't go in the schools. And so the mentors would write letters to the students. And then I would deliver them to the schools. Then the schools would mail them to the students to their homes. Well, this past year finally is, 2022, fall of 2022, kind of back to normal. We're in schools. People are much more comfortable going into the schools to mentor with these children. So my goal, it's really even more important now. We focus more on building relationships and social skills, because those kids were isolated for so long during COVID, and they really need just an adult to sit one-on-one with them, play games, have conversations, because they were so isolated for so long. So it really, even to me personally, gave more value to this program. So let me just give you a couple of quotes from mentors from this year. It's just as rewarding for the mentors as it is the students. The mentors really get a lot out of mentoring. So this is one Kids Hope mentor, a quote from this year. First visit with my mentee, we were both so happy to see each other. A quote from a third grade teacher this year. Thank you for hosting this wonderful program for our students. And then another quote from a mentor. I think the most important way I help my Kids Hope student is that he knows I will show up every week to spend time with him. We usually talk and play a couple of games. And then a recent quote from a mentee. Wednesday recess with my mentor is my favorite recess all week. So these kids really, really appreciate their mentors. And it, building these connections through this service, it opens other doors. So any questions about Kids Hope?
Andrew C. Bloom said, hopefully when I retire in a couple years, I can sign up. Would love to do this. Great job, Amy. I agree. I've been a mentor and I've been a prayer partner, and working with youth is the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. It is my favorite thing in life. And Norma Bentley said, and she is a current Kids Hope mentor. She said, I love being a Kids Hope mentor. I have the sweetest little girl. We are creating a special bond with each other. If I had to ask a question, Amy, I would say, what are your current needs and what are you anticipating for the next school year?
Well, I'm hoping to soon do a Minute for Mission in church. I need to recruit more mentors. I'm hoping maybe to get them recruited and trained and ready to go by fall of 2023, because we're halfway through the school year already. It takes a little bit of time to get the training done and to convince people, hey, this is something you can do, and it's a really cool thing. And Andrea C. Bloom, I wrote your name down.
That's
Thank
funny.
you.
So it's just a 1 hour commitment every week, correct?
Actually, I've gotten some feedback from teachers, and this was even pre-COVID, there's a lot of pressure on the teachers for instructional time and test mandates. So it's really, we meet with the kids about 45 minutes, and it's really not academic driven. It's, if you want to bring a book to read, or if the child wants to bring a book to read, that's great. But we kind of got a little bit away from the academics and just more on the social skills and relationship building. Like I said, I kind of, after COVID, I feel that is the biggest need, and the teachers are happy to not have to prepare anything to send with the student to their mentor. And we work around.
I agree, Amy. When I had math sheets when I worked with my little boy, and I'm horrible at math, and I'm thinking, this is not helping this boy whatsoever. And we started playing games and cards and talking. And there's other people that can help with math. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I did like the playing of the games. So many kids need an adult on their side. They need to know that there's someone.
Let's just show up.
Show up. It's so important. So that's the main thing.
I have one more heartwarming story for my little guy that I mentored for 4 years. This doesn't normally happen, but there was one time I came in to visit with him and his class was outside for recess. And he says, he just wanted me to go outside with him and watch him play with his friends. I said, okay, sure. So I stood there and watched him play. And then our time was up and I left. So about a month later, like I said, this didn't happen very often. His class was outside, going outside again for recess. And I said, oh, buddy, you know what? That's okay. You can go outside for recess, but I'm going to leave. You know, that's all right. You go play with your friends. And he said, no, let's go in the cafeteria and talk. So I was like, he's choosing me over recess. So that's what happens. These kids really depend on your stability, your consistency. You're there every week and they really appreciate it. It's a good thing.
Girl, how did you not cry when he said that? I'm crying right now.
I know. Oh, and here's my Kids Hope t-shirt. It's a kid
All right.
in a heart.
Love it. With a cross, yeah.
Well, you also have prayer partners, right? I know I was a prayer partner.
Yes, and prayer partners are important too. And these are the qualifications. Believe that prayer has the power to change things. Be faithful. Their responsibility is to make a commitment to faithfully pray for a Kids Hope USA mentor and the child that he or she is assigned. Contact the mentor on a regular basis to get a progress report on the child. I get progress reports every week from all of the mentors, so I can kind of keep track about what's going on, any issues that arise and what help they need. So that's key too. And then the commitment is that prayer is the foundation of all we do. So we ask that you pray for your mentor and child on the day that mentoring happens, as well as other times throughout the week. So yes, and I'm going to, when I do my Minute for Mission, have a sign-up sheet. You know, would you like to be a prayer partner? Would you like to be a mentor? And hopefully just try to keep it real short, you know, kind of lay out what the needs are or what your responsibilities are as a mentor. And then hopefully I can build the program like I wanted to do pre-COVID.
Right. And I know, Amy, you told me recently when we were talking that the principal of a school informed you that like it's kind of wide open, like as many mentors as you can get, that there's children. It's a need, like you said, it's even more now than it was pre-COVID. Yes,
he said, if you give me 10 mentors, I'll give you 10 kids. So
right.
Yeah.
So it's an hour a week commitment, and it's a very rewarding program. And it's something that everyone can pray about for sure, because it is a really good program. And there's been so many setbacks and frustrations for Amy with, you know, getting past COVID and all of that. But at the end of the day, it's just a rewarding experience.
It really is. And it's nice because I work in an elementary school in Melvindale. So I have a foot in the door there to help kids. But then also at Arno, we have to segue into the other way that we can help kids as a church through the community is that we have a food pantry. And so I have a connection with the social workers. And so they let me know when there is a need, and we can either bring the food to the school or do a porch drop off. So that's been another rewarding way to help out in the community.
Right, and it's a great way for Amy is on the deacons with us, of course, and has taken on this offshoot of our food pantry. It's a ministry that is going on behind the scenes and using the resources that are available to her. And I mean, it's a very confidential, and it's sometimes a very urgent matter. And Amy herself has done many porch drops and has met many needs in the community. So that's something we're quite proud of, is trying to meet the needs in whatever way is possible. Not everyone has transportation. And as I said, this is kind of a confidential thing when you find out there's a family that doesn't have food and they have children, especially. Wow, we could just talk to Amy like for another hour and a half. We're gonna have to get her back, Sue, so we can talk about other stuff.
I think everybody pretty much knows that you're involved with the choir and you schedule the cantors and you do this amazing thing called singing.
Yeah,
You've been doing that for how long?
if I had a choice, I would have sung what I just read to you. instead.
Yes.
Oh, that would have been cool.
She would rather sing than to speak, and she's a great public speaker, which cracks me up, but like, it would be like me trying to sing. That would be horrible. Couple comments. Ann Winslow said, what a great mission. I know kids need to talk. If I was younger, would be right down my way. Judy Sutherland, that's my wonderful
Connection.
sister, Amy Bowerman. Great job, honey. I am very proud of you.
I'm sorry, I froze, Kerri.
Oh, let me read it again. Ann Winslow said, what a great mission. I know kids need to talk. If I was younger, I would be doing it. Your sister Judy said, that's my wonderful sister, Amy. Great job, honey. I am very proud of you. And Norma Bentley said, thank you, Amy, for all you do. You are loved and appreciated. So
Oh,
everybody think about what we talked about today, and maybe there's someone who's not watching. And Ann said, love Amy and her voice. Maybe someone who's not watching or who's at work and doesn't tune in later. Talk about the program. We're really big on education when we spotlight any mission because education is what gets us to the point of solving our problems. So make sure you talk about this. Talking about it helps. Say my church has this program. Have you ever heard of Kids Hope? You all know Amy, you know how to get a hold of her. If you don't, you can ask me and I will give you her information. So make sure you pass the word around because that's what really helps us get to where we need to be.
Absolutely. We're almost out of time. So I do have a scripture for today. And it is Psalm 100, verse 2. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing.
That's perfect, Sue.
I kind of thought it might be for Amy.
We'll have to assign that to Amy. So let's throw up some hearts in the chat for Amy Bowerman. We will have her back as a guest because this has been, your other sister Karen just started watching. Hopefully she'll go back. Dang it, Karen, seal back. Make sure you go back and watch this whole thing.
Watch the whole thing.
The whole thing, go back. We will post this on YouTube. As soon as it uploads, we'll stick it on YouTube. You can watch it anytime you want. Please support the ministries of our church. If you have any questions, please let us know. Andrea Seabloom said one of my favorite scriptures. Norma said, great interview with Amy. Thank you, Sue and Kerri. Hearts are flying up. Amy, I love you. And thank you so much for being our guest. Everybody. Oh, Sue, what's our ending? We got to do our ending.
God loves you.
And so do we.
So do we.
So do we. Have a great day, everyone. Do something constructive, be positive, and bring your own sunshine if we don't have it out there. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Amy.
you're welcome.